what did you think about your future?
I didn't think much of my future. I just did what I had to do. I never really had any goals or plans. After high school, that changed. I started working and understanding the value of an education. So now I'm on my way to pursue
I was actually really excited to get out, see the world, gain my independence. I had a bit of a rough childhood and was anxious to have my independence, determine my own destiny, and kind of discover what's out in the world.
I thought a lot. I wanted to compete in Olympics, be a physical therapist student, and graduate out of uni to make my parents proud of me, to take care of my family or my brother in the future. There's just a lot.
At first, I wanted to do culinary, like be a chef and all, but then I joined the competition recently and I did really, really bad, and I don't know. Right now, I'm currently exploring, so yeah, I'm just exploring.
There is a reason to call me a fool.
Positive and negative sides that teens can receive from their peers.
There's a lot. Your peers and your friends can bring you down and pull you up. One of the things that I used to always tell my kids and my teenage kids, nieces and nephews, was beware of what I call collateral damage. And what that means is sometimes you could be doing nothing wrong, but the people around you are, and they can get you in trouble. For example, I remember when I was a kid, I had a friend who had a tendency to mess with other people's girlfriends. And me and him were hanging out downtown. Well, one of the girlfriends he was messing with, boyfriend, saw us. And suddenly now I'm in a fight that I shouldn't even be in. I had no clue about just because he was. One of my kids wound up getting banned from a store because the friends he was with were stealing. Even though he was doing nothing wrong, and he wasn't stealing, and he didn't even know they were stealing. They all got busted, and he wound up getting in trouble with them, even though he's completely innocent. So that's what I mean by collateral damage. Sometimes you can be completely right and doing nothing wrong, but you've made the wrong friends. So you have to be aware of what those people are around you and what their influences are, and just be aware that those may have consequences.
Do you ever feel pressured by your friends or influence?
Anytime, but I don't fall under the pressure or influence. I'm like really against all that. Well, it really depends if it's good or bad. Bad, never. I already know what to do. Good, of course.
What do you think about teen dating, and what would you say to teens that are in a serious relationship?
teen dating and teens in a serious relationship. Teen dating is good. You get to explore and understand the opposite or same sex, as opposed to those in a serious relationship. That highly depends on what you want. I mean, and whether you're understanding that person or not. It's good and it's bad. Serious relationships, it's good if it happens, then it happens. If it's bad, then you learn from a mistake. It's one way that it didn't work, one type of person that wasn't right. So you can continue searching for the right person to love.
Take it slow and be careful. 1 and 1 makes 3. You have to put your priorities first. If you want to date, it's almost impossible to stop them. But as a parent, I try and get to know the people they're dating and try and allow it with certain restrictions and make sure that you stay involved and active with the kids. Otherwise, they'll do it behind your back and you won't know what's going on and tough consequences can result. So ideally, yeah, you shouldn't have them date, but that's not what happens in the world these days. Kids are going to date, kids are going to have relationships. I did, but you just got to coach them and encourage them to make the right decisions and be responsible. And and make sure they understand the consequences. And a lot of kids don't understand that and don't realize that and wind up getting in tough situations where they make bad decisions. And so the whole point of it is just to kind of encourage them to make the right decisions in those situations.
What does dating mean to you?
What does dating mean to me? Dating is seeing somebody often. Sometimes exclusive. In a relationship is different, but dating is just seeing somebody or meeting people. Really. So you can date multiple people, but you can't be in a. You could be in a relationship with multiple people. I don't advise it, but no polygamists. That's their thing.
Well, dating is just, it's trying to get to know the other person, the other half, whichever you like, boy, girl, animal. Just getting to know them, and then, if you think you're ready for that next level, then, go for it, ask them out.
It's an added layer just above friendship, and hopefully with young kids it doesn't get too intimate, but I'm hoping it's between friendship and intimacy, somewhere where they can kind of get to know each other, hang out with each other, be comfortable around each other, and then when they get older and in the right stage in life, they can move on to the next level.
Do you get easily encouraged by your friends when it comes to dating?
No, I don't. I'm really confident when I really like someone and I want to date them. How would I say this? I go for girls that I don't think I would go that I don't think I can get. So I try to boost my confidence and all that stuff.
Have you ever been told who you should be or be expected to be something someone wanted you to be?
Yes. I was always told to be a lawyer, because I talk a lot. Not really, just because I like to argue a lot. There was expectations, but none of them were very demanding. I was expected to be the best I could be, and I'm always going to fight for that, but I was never expected to be something who I was not, or who what wasn't my choice.
Yeah, that happens all the time. There's expectations put on kids. There was expectations put on me. There was people who looked down on me for various reasons, and some of it, most of it, really was unrealistic and undeserved. But it happens. It happens all the time. People tend to judge other people without really understanding them or getting to know them. It's just a trait that humans have. And we all have to understand that and deal with it, because we're all just as guilty of it as well. So just be aware of it, but try not to let it affect you. The big key is to know who you are and who you think you are and who you want to become, and practice becoming the best you can be. That's it, bottom line.
Yes, a lot, especially in our culture, Filipino culture. My dad wants different things for me. My mom, same thing. My grandma, everybody's putting their own opinion, telling me what I wanted to do, but I still stick what I want is to be a dancer or competitor teacher, and right now I'm really doing good because I know what I'm doing.
No, my dad always told me to be whatever you want, and as long as it makes you good money and all that stuff.
Have you already learned who you are and what you want?
No. I don't think anybody knows who they are. Everybody's discovering or finding out, trying to become who they think they are, but everyone's always fighting to become better. I think most people are. What I want, yes and no. Certain things I do know what I want, but I don't have anything in specific that I do want. I have an idea of where I want my life to go, but as for how it gets there, it all depends.
No, I don't think you can really know who you are or what you want because that changes in life. There's times when I thought I knew who I was and what I wanted, and then something new you discover that you never knew, and an experience you never had before that changed what that meant. So trying to define something to such a precise point, I think is a bad thing. I don't think you should. I think you should stay flexible and open and constantly pursuing knowledge. And that to me is the biggest thing, is to constantly pursue knowledge and constantly understand who you are and understand the changes that go on around you, because nothing stays the same. The minute you think you know who you are, the minute you realize you don't. That's my opinion.
I'm only 23, so I'm still learning who I am, but I kind of have the ideas what I want to be, and see how it goes. I have lots of plans, and I don't know if I'm going to get it there. I hope I will. So I just keep working and working on the things that I want to have or be. Do you ever question yourself on how you look or how you feel about yourself?
Yes, all the time. Again, I'm always trying to become better. So I always question how my body is in terms of health. I'm very big into health and fitness and believe that exercise is medicine. As for the way I look, this is just what I was given. Everybody can improve their body. Everybody can improve themselves.
We all do. We all question that. We all wonder if there's more we can do to become better, I would hope. I mean, striving to become a better person is, I think, a critical aspect, but at the same time, I don't get too caught up in image and looks. I focus more on health, mental and physical health. And then if you're right on the inside, you'll be right on the outside. So I think it has to start with them. I think you have to start with them.
Yes, I did. A lot of times, especially when my first boyfriend broke my heart. I thought he broke my heart or he left me because I wasn't pretty enough or I wasn't talented enough. I wasn't good enough, having money. So yeah, that's where it started. And I'm still working on it to make myself better, to bring back the confidence I had before I met him. So, but I learned a lot, so it's all good.
Yes, all the time, but not when I'm at home. But when I go out with my friends or my girlfriend. Like before, when I never had a girlfriend, didn't have one, I always like to try and impress. I'm gonna try to look really, really good. But now, since I have a girlfriend, it's like, I don't really need to impress. I don't even need to impress at all. Once I already have a girlfriend.